Desert Health. I have loved this publication since I came to the desert, 7 years ago, Lauren. Welcome. It's great to see you. So good to see you, my friend. And I'll tell you, you have created this issue, right? And every one of them that started in when?
Started 11 years ago. And what this paper is all about is 100% educational, and all the doctors and practitioners that contribute articles to here, they want people to take their health into their own hands, to be their own health advocate.
To be proactive about your health.
Exactly.
Right? Because you've got doctors, you've got allopathic doctors, you've got naturopaths, you've got people who I guess practice yoga, meditation, because it's a holistic kind
fitness,
of
fitness, and of course fresh cuisine, because it's all about what you put in your body, as you know, and we will be exploring.
That's right, you're making me hungry. We'll be in the kitchen momentarily. I never stayed too far away.
And what we're going to talk about is Eat, Drink, and Be Healthy, which is a column we actually have in the paper that's all about savory substitutes for your favorites. So instead of pasta, what's a good substitute? Instead of Cheetos, what's a good substitute? Chips, what have you? Ice cream, what are healthy alternatives? Because you shouldn't give up those things that you love.
All right, that said, let's hit the kitchen. One thing that's really important before we hit the cutting board is we've got to tell you where you can get Desert Health, right?
Of course, yes. So if you live in the Coachella Valley, it's available in most places that you shop, a lot of fitness centers, health spas, senior centers.
Even CVS, I saw it.
Yeah, CVS as well.
Yeah.
And then online, deserthealthnews.com. Lots of great recipes and all the information. 11 years of articles.
Oh, look
online,
what I just found here, and it's just honest to goodness, this was just by happenstance. Your Health Matters with Janet Zappala.
Yes.
How are you
column in the
sleeping these
paper.
days? I forgot. Isn't that funny? Honest, I did not do that on purpose. But now that I did, I think it's really important to understand that there are so many great articles in there that will really apply to your overall health and lifestyle.
Yes.
And this one was about sleeping better and things we can do, right? So
and lots of great recipes. Lots of great recipes
galore in here. So again, Desert Health, thank you for this. Really,
absolutely.
Lauren,
Thank you for all your contributions.
Absolutely. Come on in.
Okay.
Because now we are going to start with an avocado spread. I know you love avocado because...
Well, you remember Edith Morey?
Yeah, of course. How old was she when she passed?
106.
106.
Her
She was
advice,
an amazing lady.
Yeah. Best advice she ever gave me, eat an avocado a day. So I do.
Yes,
I
and
do.
monounsaturated fat, great for the brain, great
Yes.
for overall health.
Healthy
it's
fats.
a healthy fat, and we need healthy fats in our diet every single day. So we're making this avocado spread just, I bring this up not because I want to shamelessly plug my book, but since it's in the book, My Italian Kitchen, Homestyle Recipes Made Lighter and Healthier, we've got a recipe for avocado spread. And when I tell you this is about as simple as it gets, if you don't cook and you're trying to learn, start here. We've got 6 ingredients, and 2 of them are salt and pepper.
Yeah.
So super, super easy. Not a lot in it, but what's in it makes this spread absolutely delectable. You're going to love it.
An Italian version. I just love this.
Right.
This is gonna
That's
be good.
right. We've got guacamole, we know, with the cilantro and the lime juice and all that stuff. It's delicious. But here it's super simple, and it's designed to make quickly because, as you say, you're making an avocado every day. You're eating an avocado. You have to find different ways to eat it.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
speaking of you, Lauren, before I get to this, you are on a pescatarian diet, right?
I am, yes. So I'm gluten and dairy free, and then eat fish and vegetables primarily. So yeah, pescatarian.
Very healthy.
But and so creatively arranging recipes for vegetables is always great to learn something new. So I'm looking forward to this.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So
and what we're doing today, the Eat, Drink, and Be Healthy. So it's healthier alternatives to your favorite things. So this is our healthy version of chips and dip, right?
Exactly, because I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because we're making, I guess you could call it homemade sweet potato chips. We use a mandolin. I will show you how to use that. But there are some things you have to be careful about when you're using the mandolin. We'll talk about that momentarily. But right now, we're starting. It's funny, and you'll find out why. Just look at my thumb. That's a little bit of a tease for you. So we're starting with 2 nicely ripe but not overly ripe avocados. All you have to do is cut it in half, which I've already done here. Like that. Look, isn't that beautiful? There are no bruise marks. It's not brown. This is the kind of avocado you want to use. And then just quickly take out the pip keep your, and don't do it too hard because this is what happens. You want to just go like this, maybe a little harder, and it will twist. Oh, isn't that interesting? The other one twisted right there. We go. As they say, what do they say? Third time?
Charm.
Thank you very much. All right, we're going to discard that.
Okay.
Because it was very difficult, so I have no love for this pit. So we're going to take a nice spoon, and thank you very much. Not only are you a great interview, but you're my assistant. I love it. And you're just going
Takes
to
two in the kitchen.
There you go. And you know what? To me, there are never enough cooks in the kitchen. If you love cooking and you have people around you who love cooking, it becomes a party, right? It's just a fun place to be. And I always say we make great memories in the kitchen and great food. And I bet your mom would say this. I know Doris, your mom cooks a lot. She'd say one of the main ingredients, I know my mom did too, you gotta cook with love.
Exactly. And she does say that.
Yeah, I bet she does, and I bet she does cook with a lot of love. All right, so because of my my thumb here, we're going to have Lauren mash the avocado for us, and that's all you have to do. See, anybody can do it. Super easy. Kind of use a large fork. Can you show the folks how big that fork is? It's a
always
serving,
helpful.
Yeah, fork, but you can use it for mashing. It works beautifully. And it can be kind of chunky depending on how you like it, or super smooth. I think that's perfect, Lauren.
Okay,
excellent.
great.
So you do a little bit of let's see what we're going to say in the book. I think we say 1/4 of a teaspoon of pepper. Actually, 1/2 teaspoon. I'm going to start with 1/4, and it's as always to taste. Depending upon how much pepper you like, you can do what you want. I'm also using some kosher salt, a pinch or so of that. Okay, and black pepper, as you know, Lauren, is an anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, it is
So
very
I
good
love
for
it.
you.
Yeah, it's good for you.
My Italian grandparents used to put it in their coffee. Salt and pepper, actually. in their
Really?
coffee,
Of course, my grandfather used to put anisette.
yeah.
It's all about the alcohol. He also made his own wine, so, nothing, over the top. But
I think there was a little grappa in my family.
yeah, I bet there was. More than a little, right? All right, so a little salt and pepper and some garlic powder. Okay, and I kind of just eyeball it because this is the kind of recipe where it's all about what you like. So what do I say in the book, Lauren? I say for the garlic powder, I say a teaspoon. So that's about a teaspoon, maybe just a tad more because you want your garlic. You could also put fresh garlic in here, little bit.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
I've got that in the fridge. Can you grab that for me?
Sure.
See, we do things here on the fly, just as things, because this is what happens in the kitchen when you're cooking. It's all about creating. And now, today, I'm in the mood for a little fresh garlic in my avocado spread, so we're going to put it in. Right there you go. Oh, I love it.
Butter. Look at it.
You thought it was a little
Beautiful.
butter. Okay, and this is one of my favorite superfoods, antiviral,
Oh, yeah.
antifungal, antibacterial, a good people repellent. You eat too much. And seriously though, it is a great mosquito repellent.
Yeah.
And as we're getting into the warmer months, eat a lot of garlic and you'll keep those mosquitoes at bay. So put in a little fresh garlic. It's healthy, it's delicious, it just adds another flavor that you can't really resist. And then if you'd like, you can put a little vitamin C in your dip with a little splash of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice. And of course, extra virgin olive oil, we always talk about it.
Never get enough.
It never, and it's about, all right, I'm gonna actually measure this, about a teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. You mix all of that up, and the olive oil gives it such great flavor. And then it's all about, seasoning. If you need a little more salt, you need a little more pepper, you need a little more garlic powder, throw it in. But there it is, guys, and I'm telling you, can you smell it?
Smells Italian.
Isn't that nice? Look at how pretty that is. Just the beautiful color of the delicious avocado. Oh, is that good?
An Italian version of guacamole.
That's
An
right.
Italian spread.
That's right.
It's fantastic.
My mom used to make this for us as kids. She would
love
put it
it.
on a matzo cracker, on an egg and onion matzo cracker, and we couldn't get enough, but it's all about the avocado spread.
Absolutely.
Talk to us about these chips that you've got here.
They've started making chips out of cassava, so they're grain-free, and cassava is actually yucca, so it's a root vegetable.
Like a potato.
Yeah, like the sweet potatoes we're also going to have as chips. Two great alternatives to corn chips or Doritos or what have you. So,
Oh, did you? Well, we're not going to say anything bad about Doritos, but you want to eat more healthfully, and this
Yes.
is one way to do it.
yes, grain-free chips. Much
Grain-free.
healthier for you.
And you can also make homemade cassava chips just like you can with the sweet potato
Yeah.
chips. So cassava you can find, but you have to look for it. In Mexican supermarkets, they're usually readily available there. If not, and you still want to make homemade chips to go with your whatever spread you're making, I think sweet potato chips are terrific. So we're going with just a simple sweet potato. I've cut it in half. I've already got some prepared, all right? So, but I wanted to show folks what we did here. These mandolins are worth every penny, I'm telling you, because when you're making things like chips, homemade chips, you want them to be the same width. Otherwise, they're not going to cook the
Right.
same way.
Makes
Some will
sense.
get burnt, some will not be cooked enough. So if you can, get a mandolin, but please be careful. These things are super sharp. And believe me, I got the point, if you know what I mean. Twice today, so I'm not too proud. So you really do have to be careful. And I'm kind of a pro in the kitchen, and still things can happen. So be very careful and just take it easy, and one at a time like this, you can see. And it
Beautiful.
Yeah, and it slices quickly, so be careful. So we're there now, and we have a safety valve right here,
Yep.
which is a great little handy dandy tool that you can put in, and then it will save you from things like this. So we'll just finish it off like this. And look how fast that is. And look at those chips. I
Beautiful.
love it. Boom. All right. So we've got them here. Thank you so much, my assistant. You're coming in so handy. And look at these. They look like little potato chips, right? Aren't those great? And they're all, again, the same width, right?
Nice.
So they're going to cook up beautifully. Just a little bit of kosher salt, a little bit of black pepper for taste, and of course we go back to our EVOO, our oh so important olive oil. If you're going to be making about 3 potatoes of this size, again, remember we've already done a half, you use about a tablespoon or so of extra virgin olive oil, okay?
Nice.
And you mix these up. I have cleaned my hands. How many times have I washed my hands so far today? Have you been counting?
You're not really worried about it. Yes, you are definitely doing a good job of that.
Okay, so you just mix them up like this, okay guys? And then put them on a baking sheet, and I'll show you exactly what we did, because we're about ready to take the cooked chips out of the oven. All right, are we ready?
We're ready.
We've got the sweet potato chips all done. You put them in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. Check on them, because the thing with sweet potatoes is they can be a little bit burny. They can burn easily. So keep an eye on them. 20 minutes at 350, then turn them over. And then another 5 to 8 minutes or so, even maybe 10 minutes, depending on your oven. Then you can take them out, because you want them a little bit crispy. Here we go. Ah,
Beautiful. Wow.
Woo! So
They do shrink up a little bit. So
Yes,
yeah,
they
use
do.
more than you think you'd want.
that's right. This
Yeah.
is not going to serve too many people, because they're that good.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
going to disappear. So let's put a few on our plate here
Fantastic.
and let them cool off just for a second. Again, you can do this with sweet potatoes, with regular potatoes, with cassava, all kinds of things that you can make homemade that are really good for us, and so much tastier, I think.
Yeah.
They're just so fresh, right?
Yeah, the whole idea is use vegetables as often as you can, and
Yes, and look at the
many
colors. on
ways
this.
that you can.
In-
Exactly.
in as many ways. Now this is another course. We are making 2 more.
Yes.
And the next course is going to be very interesting.
Very excited.
I'll be making a pesto sauce, but I'm going to do a little bit of a variation on a theme. Not very different, but I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing and the reason why. And you'll be making shrimp, right?
Yes, we're going to do a pesto linguine with shrimp. So
Okay, and when you say linguine, oh, we've got a
Yes.
surprise for you. It's not the kind of linguine that you think 2 Italian women would be serving up today. All right?
it's very good
And very good and very
and
different.
very good for you.
Yes, it's delicious.
Yeah.
Ooh, I just
Oh my
snuck
gosh, fantastic.
I think it needs just a little more kosher salt. Now, they're not crispy just yet, because they will crisp up as
I just
time
can't
goes
wait.
on. I know, I can't either. Even though
Oh
they're not
my
too crispy,
goodness.
the avocado with the sweet potato, I mean,
Yes.
this is a taste explosion.
It really is. I mean, That to me is, for someone who doesn't eat bread, that is as satisfying as having a loaf of bread with a spread.
I have to say, I agree with you.
Yeah,
This is
so
really,
good.
you know why this is working so well? Because I believe that the sweet potato and the avocado are having a love affair. That's why. There you go. The flavors have come together.
They're really complement each other.
Oh my gosh, I can't
My
stop
goodness.
eating. So there you go. Again, get the recipes on my website, janetzappala.com. But we're not done yet. Don't go anywhere. You didn't have time to go anywhere, right? Because here we are. What, in a matter of seconds. We are making a special pasta dish for you today. I call it pasta, but in reality it's not. So what is it, Lauren?
This is the newest, and it's such an exciting discovery. It's Hearts of Palm Pasta. And there are two companies that make it, Palmini and Nature's Heaven. And it is 4-carb vegetable pasta.
I love now for people who are wondering, I love hearts of palm and say a salad or something like that. But to make it where it looks just like linguine, and is really healthy for you, right?
It's so good for you.
And easy to
High
make.
in fiber. And it comes in linguine, angel hair, and lasagna.
Oh,
you can get it in
wow.
lasagna slices where you can actually
No
make
kidding.
little lasagnas. Yeah.
Dietary fiber is so important for our overall health, for our gut, right? Keeps us regular, keeps our blood sugar steady, right? All those good things.
Absolutely, and actually, you're going to be tempted to eat the whole package, and I did that once. It's too much fiber. I don't recommend it. It is
You heard it
definitely
here.
You want to split a pack between 2 people, and you put your favorites on top of it, and it's just the right amount.
That's great to know. Now also we're going to be making, because you can make a lot of different sauces with this, we're doing a pesto sauce today with shrimp.
Yep.
This is going to be so delicious. So I'm going to show you really quickly how to make a pesto sauce. Now you've never made it before?
I haven't made pesto.
All right, come on in. I want you to watch this because this is so easy. You're going to say, how could I never have done this before? And now you're going to do it all the time. It's got a few simple ingredients. I've got, of course, fresh basil. Fresh from Lauren's garden.
Yeah, I grow it, and do I ever make pesto out of it? No, I'm going to now, though.
Now you will, yes. And the smell, I tell you, I could just eat it like this. It's so good. And pesto, by the way, started in Genoa, Italy. And pesto, it comes from the word pastare, which means to crush. And that's basically what we're going to do. We're going to crush all this stuff in a food processor so it's easy to digest and enjoy, right? Doing something a little bit different today to keep you on your toes. We're going to do a spinach basil pesto. Now you can also do it with arugula, you could do it with broccoli and basil, just depending upon what you like and your flavor profile, all of that. And nutrients. I do it because spinach is great for our eyes, for example. It's got a lot of lutein and you want good eye health. It's also got a lot of calcium for the bones. And of course, any leafy green is going to have lots of antioxidants to really ward off those free radicals.
And does it change the taste of the pesto?
Just a little bit. You're not going to, the basil taste is not going to be quite as pronounced, but it's still going to be there. You're going to know there's basil in this recipe.
Bellissimo.
Now, yes, and by the way, you know, I mentioned this started in Genoa, and pesto means, it's pastati, taken from that word, which means to crush. Back in the day, they used to use this mortar and pestle, and they would crush everything with this. Well, thankfully, over the years, there have been many advancements. So now we're going to do this in a food processor. It takes no time at all, and this is the other reason why this recipe is so darn easy. So over to the processor we go. And again, you can see it's just a few ingredients: the olive oil, salt and pepper, garlic, pine nuts, some cheese, basil, and some spinach in this case. And by the way, you can also throw in walnuts in lieu of pine nuts if you like, right? Just depends. So we're going to put this right into our handy dandy food processor. We can't do it without this. Makes it so easy. So we've got that. And what we want to do first is we're just going to put in the spinach and the basil, and we're also going to put in the pine nuts right now. So just like that. You can also toast these up if you'd like ahead of time. Just put them in a dry frying pan for a few minutes. Keep a close eye on them. Move them around like you would do if you're making some popcorn, and they toast up really nice and golden. So we're going to start with this first and do a little pulsing. Okay. So let's do that just to get it combined. See, that pine nut just flew right out. So a few short pulses just like this. And then we're going to throw in some of our other ingredients. So we'll take the top off, a little bit of pepper. Again, this is to taste, so depending upon what you like. I would say about 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, a pinch of salt, because you've got the cheese, and the cheese has some natural salt to it. So you can put this in here like this, whoops. And really, don't be afraid of making a little mess. I think the messier the cook, the better, right?
Exactly. My husband called me a hurricane in the kitchen.
There you go, but the food's great, and that's what matters in the end. So we'll put the food processor on low, let it do its thing, and we'll slowly put in some olive oil, just like this. Kind of keep an eye on it. Throw in our garlic. I got about 3 cloves of medium-sized garlic here. You can throw that in. And some more olive oil. And it's processing as we go. Now what you want to do here is stop it and scrape the sides. And it should be done. Take a look at this, folks. Again, you want to make sure you mix it all up.
Oh, I love it.
And you talk about fresh.
No
you can
kidding.
smell it, right?
Oh, yes.
Nothing out of a jar. And you saw how quickly I made this. It just doesn't get any easier or any faster or any more delicious. So I would say, please try this. Anybody can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And you're going to really please a lot of palates. Your family and friends are going to love it. They'll eat it up.
Okay, so on top of our great pesto pasta, we are going to put some Italian seasoned shrimp. So this has been marinating just in a little salt, pepper, garlic, and it is ready to go. You don't want to use olive oil for cooking in high heat.
Yeah,
We want to
got a
use
low
either,
smoke point.
Exactly. Not as healthy. So it's fabulous, as we were discussing, using it in non-cooking scenarios, salad dressings, what have you, but cooking, it's better to use either a coconut oil or an avocado oil.
Is good too,
yeah. So we've got this on high, and we're just going to saute that really quickly.
I love the sound of the sizzle.
Oh yeah.
That's beautiful. And
right.
we've only been cooking this for maybe a minute or two, and it's already
Exactly.
almost there.
Almost there.
Oh, that smells so good. You don't even need any sauce. You can eat it just like that.
No kidding. Look at that.
Now, when you're using coconut oil, does it absorb the taste? Does it taste coconutty?
It does not. When you cook coconut oil, it really doesn't taste like coconut oil.
At any rate, we're going to put this right in the frying pan now. It's already ready to go.
Look at that.
You talk about healthy. Are we not cooking up some of the best things we can possibly put in our bodies? Our bodies are our temples. They're the only place we have to live, right? So you want to make sure that you're giving your body everything it needs for you to live healthfully and feel great and have that energy and that great quality of life throughout your life.
Hearts of palm pasta.
Yeah.
Again, all we want to do is just warm it up.
It's 12 ounces. 12 ounces.
Perfect.
So not quite a pound.
And again, it looks like it's not that much, but for 2 people, it's just perfect with your favorite toppings.
And you're going to have the shrimp, and you might even have a salad on the side.
Exactly.
And a little gluten-free bread, perchance.
Maybe.
Oh, that looks terrific.
Yeah.
So you have to just
Look at
warm it
that.
up. That's all you
Yeah.
do. Beautiful.
I mean, does that look like
It looks-
wheat pasta? It really does.
It looks like I want to eat some.
And I
right
like
now.
this pasta because it's got twirl ability.
Ooh, I can't wait. Oh my, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Here we go.
Oh, look at that
Beautiful,
shrimp. Gorgeous.
fresh, wild shrimp. Top of our pesto pasta.
Delicious. Are you going to be using a little bit of cheese on top? A little more of that
I am.
pecorino romano?
Yes, I am. And look at this.
That's beautiful.
It's 4 grams of carbs.
Wow.
That's amazing. All right, we
That
got
is
a
delicious.
little bit of cheese.
Yes.
on top.
Oh, Look at
And
that
then
dish.
we got a little garnish.
Oh, isn't that pretty? Right on top.
Wow.
There you have it. All right, what about you? Come on, you're the master twirler. Let me
Can't
see.
wait to see what
Okay, all right, here we go. My goodness. Luscious.
Boy, you see, I like doing the shrimp separately so it doesn't, you get more than just the pesto.
That's
taste.
right.
It's like an Italian seasoned shrimp, and then you mix it with the pesto, and
So not everything tastes the same.
Right.
I love
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
I love that. And I love this, and I love you for being here. Thank you so much.
we
You're
still
gonna love
have
this.
one more.
Oh yeah, oh no, we have sweet for the sweet coming up. Well, we have a little eating to do. I didn't see
And
like,
again, the
yeah.
twirlability.
Yeah, here we go.
That's what's so great about this pasta, and that it coms in, again, the linguine and the angel hair.
And it's not really pasta. Again, it's the
Right.
hearts of palm, but it tastes like
Hearts
pasta.
of palm.
I'm telling you, if we didn't have a show to do, this would be gone in about 5 minutes or less. More like 5 seconds. All right, we've got dessert coming up.
You got it.
Very healthy,
Oh, yeah.
plant-based.
Bringing back the avocados.
Excellent. All right, we're coming up next with the sweet for the sweets, from the sweet. A lot of people think that, well, dessert's going to be fattening, it's going to be laden with sugar, it's going to be over the top, not good for us.
Right.
Not true in this case. You are making,
I am making something that is so healthy, you could have dessert for breakfast.
oh, I love it.
It is chocolate pudding made with avocados. Simple ingredients.
Okay.
We've got 2 large Hass avocados. We've got organic cocoa, 100% cocoa, no sugar. There's no sugar in this dessert. We've got a little bit of vanilla. It's going to be sweetened with stevia, a little bit of salt, a little bit of coconut oil, and then I like topping mine with non-dairy coconut milk whipped cream.
Now, with the stevia, why are you using stevia? What do you like about this?
Yeah, stevia is, I'm a sugar-free girl, and so stevia is a natural sweetener. It's a leaf, and it is not a sugar substitute like maple syrup or honey. It will not affect your blood sugars at all. It's a leaf.
And no
It's a sweet
chemicals,
leaf.
so it doesn't have aspartame in it.
Exactly.
Like some sweeteners have,
Exactly.
which is really not good for us. So this is a good alternative to sugar for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
So let's
What
get
else?
going. That's
sure.
about.
Hey, I'm
it
watching.
could
We're
not
watching.
be easier. Honestly, we're just going to put all of the ingredients in
Right in
with
this
the
bowl?
avocado.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
So we're going to do
Cocoa powder.
cocoa powder.
There you go. Little bit of vanilla. I love vanilla. I mean, it works almost on anything.
Here, I'm going to give you that to open while I
Okay.
put everything else in. All right, we're going to do
Coconut oil. You
Let's see.
love this
I
coconut
do.
oil.
I do.
Why is it good for us as opposed to other oils that you might use for something like this? Of course, it's a little bit on the sweet side, so it works good for this.
Yes, exactly. And it's just a healthy fat, just like olive oil, but it has more uses since you can cook with it. And yeah, I put it in everything, even my coffee in the morning.
Yeah, and I also put it on
MCT.
my hair. Yeah, the
Oh.
MCT. Oh, yeah, it's great for the
Yeah, didn't think about
MCT
that.
oil, great for the brain, right?
All right, a little
bit of
pinch of salt there for taste. And then
There's
the
your
stevia.
stevia.
And again, this is definitely a to taste. And you just use a tiny little bit.
Wow, a little
at
goes a
the
long
start.
way.
Yes, a little goes a long way with the
Okay.
stevia. Okay, great.
So for those who like it a little bit sweeter,
Yeah, I would start a little and then add a little as if you need it. And then we've got
Is it like agave where it's like 100 times sweeter than sugar or something? Is it?
very much so, yeah. But again, much better for you than
Oh
agave.
yeah, agave's
Okay,
very
there
sweet.
you go. And all of these directions will be on Janet's website.
Website, and there's
Got
that
it.
organic vanilla
Yep, okay. And then I like using the
immersion
immersion
blender.
blender. It's gonna be a little puffy here, so hold on.
Oh, yeah.
All right, there you go.
With that cocoa powder flying all over the place. Now, if you wanted to use a little bit of a whisk, you could.
Yeah, and I use a spatula to
Okay.
get it off the
All right.
sides, but let me, need a little more stevia,
Okay, let me help you with that.
please.
How much more?
Oh, just
Another little-
maybe a little tad. There
Okay.
you go.
Again, this is, as you said at the outset, to taste.
Absolutely. And the liquid stevia is different from the powdered as well. So
Is
you
it
have to-
stronger?
The liquid is stronger in taste than the powder, yeah.
While she's still working, we've got 2 finished products right here.
Yes.
Because Lauren's been really busy in the kitchen today.
What you want to do is after you get it all blended, you want to put it in the refrigerator for a couple of hours at least. And it'll last up to 3 to 4 days in the
that's
refrigerator.
great.
Yeah.
It's great to know.
So there you go. This is all ready to go.
Can I top it with some strawberries?
You can, me no. I don't do sugar or
Oh,
fruit.
that's right. Okay,
so
this will be
please
mine.
for you.
Okay. Now, do you eat something in lieu of fruit that will give you the same nutrients?
Vegetables.
Vegetable, lots of veggies.
Lots of veggies. Veggies can actually turn to carbs in your body after you eat them. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
you eat enough of them and those are going to be your good healthy carbs. But as you can see, it really comes out to look just like pudding.
And what about taste just like it?
Can't taste the avocado,
I
right?
can't taste it at all, but it's got the creaminess of an avocado.
Another thing, if you're not a stevia fan, you can use maple syrup, which is always a good sweetener option. So that's an option as well. 2 tablespoons of maple syrup.
I say, fantastic.
You just wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
That's what's so great about it. You know what you call this? You know what you call this? Guiltless pleasure.
Ooh,
That's what I'm
exactly.
talking about. In fact, hopefully watching this show has been a guiltless pleasure for you because everything that we presented is good for you and tastes fabulous, over the top delicious. Again, you can get our recipes on janetzappala.com. Here on Good Food Matters, it's all about being what?
Eat, drink, and be healthy.
See you on the next Good Food Matters. Thank you so much for watching.